I'm like, I'm not really learning anything per se.
Hello, everyone. My name is Chris the Comic Vet. Welcome to HeroesCon here live in Charlotte. And normally what I do is I record something, walk around, and put some music to it and drop it afterwards. But today we're going to go live. I'm here with some other YouTubers. I'm sure everyone recognizes this handsome devil on my channel. This is Digger Jim.
Hey,
Brother John. Will Cup of Comics. Yeah. So we got one person, Media Munchies. Hello. Thanks for stopping by. I'm hoping some people are going to join us as we walk around. Guys, I'll catch up with you later.
have fun.
All right. So we can figure out how to... Okay, we're just going to walk around. Welcome to HeroesCon. This is day 1 of 3. I'm here for Friday. I'm here for Saturday. I'm heading home Sunday. And kind of right in the middle of Artist Alley here. It's been a real good time. Got some stuff autographed. Picked up a big book. Yeah, it's really cool. Like McCone. Here's the Raid Press. Actually was on the same flight with a lot of these creators. Ramon Perez is right here. Ramon Perez does the artwork for Stillwater, Chip Zdarsky's masterpiece. It's that independent great book. For those that are watching, can you hear me clearly? Just making sure that my audio is good for this. Yeah, this is pretty good. This is a good time. The weather's been nice. It's been nice catching up with some YouTube creators and meeting some YouTube creators. And we'll see if I can bump into people, and I'll show some artists and some cool books that are going on. Yeah.
And I'm going to ask the homeboy.
There we go. So this is actually one of the larger con floors. Thank you, Media Munchies. This is one of the larger cons I've been to, and I've been to a few in my time. But it's very well spaced, as you can see. There are a lot of people here, but no one's banging into each other. But with that said, I do need to make everyone realize this is strictly a comic book show. There's no television actors or movie actors or actresses as well, pardon me. It's strictly about comic books and comic book creators. And that's something I haven't seen in a while outside of just small local conventions. That, you know, obviously they're moving their books and what other pop culture stuff, toys, figures, that kind of thing. But yeah, this is something I haven't seen in a lot of years, but it's just strictly comic books. I'm actually coming up on Scotty Young's booth right here. So Scotty's not at his booth right now, and I did meet him and get a signature. And Captain America's right here. Thanks, Cap. And that's America's ass. And as I'm walking along, Richard Case is here. A few other creators. I did see Jim Steranko's around the corner. However, they're pretty strict about not putting him on camera. Hey. And TJ, my man, what do you mean live? So again, is my audio good? Is my video good? Because it's just connected to the Wi-Fi that's here, so I'm hoping that it's a good feed, that it's a good connection. When I went to start it up, it appeared to have a good connection. Let's see, as I'm walking along, just one portion of Artist Alley. There's a lot of cosplay that's happening here. You can see Bane. In front of Bane is Miss Piggy. I appreciate the cosplay, or people do cosplay and stuff. It's not necessarily my cup of tea. I always said if I were to ever dress up, it would have to be Spider-Man. But I have a couple pounds I'll have to lose first. I am walking by the Steranko booth, which is kind of right behind me. I don't want to get in trouble or have security chase me down. It is what it is. You can appreciate some people's privacy. But yeah, the artist who I'm coming up on is Michael Golden. I believe the originator of spaghetti webbing. And well, if you're a Spider-Man fan, that's pretty important. TJ, I see you. Jack Beat Comics, my man. Greetings from Charlotte, North Carolina. And yeah, this is a real cool show. It's really different for me because, again, you're used to seeing actors and actresses and Hollywood types being at conventions, and those type of things lately have really been dominant when it comes to Comic Cons. But they're basically pop culture cons. Let's be honest. Here's superstar artist Jay Lee, and yeah, so it's really cool to just return to comics, the Comic Con that's based, or what at least I feel is based on strictly comics. It's pretty damn cool. So I'm beside a couple lines right here. Apologies for the shaky cam, everyone. Ron Friends is there. Tom DeFalco's there. Some of the creative team that were behind the first appearance of the black suit for The Amazing Spider-Man. Ron Friends, DeFalco, they're part of that creative team along with Brett Breeding that handled that wonderful issue that's now become iconic and must-have for comic collectors. And yeah, so again, it's just book after book after book. And the interesting thing is about this con, there's not that many modern stuff here. Like Digger Jim was looking for Action Comics 1051, the David Nakayama Power Girl variant, to try and get David Nakayama to sign it, because Nakayama is here. He's actually set up with Miko Suyin, and we couldn't find one. Just couldn't find one. However, if you're here for stuff that's not necessarily that new, you're going to find it. Rudy, I see you, my man, and Silver Scorpion. Thanks for stopping by. Virginia, very cool. Dale, my man. This point where I would normally say Happy New Comic Book Day, but hey, welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina. Welcome to Herald's Con. And yeah. So this handsome fellow, come here. Come here. It's Comics by the Bay. You get over here too, Sunshine.
Huh? What? We're live?
We're live.
Who's talking? Hi, Brian. Brian's like, you jerks.
So this is a lot of stuff that's been happening. Just walking around, you're just bumping into people that you recognize and just saying what's up. So
How you doing?
I'm good. So these are two fellas that joined me last night at the Flash movie review. One word. What did you think of the Flash? One word.
Man.
Yeah, there you go. Those are 2 words. I'll see you guys later.
All right, Chris.
Yep.
Bye.
That's Roscoe and Comics by the Bay. Marvel Matt, 2 good dudes. Over here, John Beatty and Rick Leonardi. Rick Leonardi right now is pretty popular because he was part of the creative team that came up with Spider-Man 2099, the character that got a lot of pop in the new Spider-Verse film, and rightly so. Miguel O'Hara is a very important character when it comes to the history of Spider-Man.
I did.
At least in my opinion. Las Cruces 1971, I see you, my man. Again, everyone, I'm doing this from my phone. Normally, I would highlight comments and stuff. I'll try and do that as I can, but I kind of want to keep my hands free just to move people if I have to. I'm a big guy. I am 6'1", 240. but sometimes you just gotta say, "Excuse me." You gotta get around people. So, everyone, it's collecting with Durs and Lady Durs. How's the show going for you guys? Good, very good. Just trying to give everyone a little bit of a walking tour, let them see what the sights and sounds are like at Charlotte. Heroes Con. Catch you guys later. Good seeing you, my man. Collecting with Durs. Very cool. So Heroes Con does have a booth set up where they're selling their own merch. Again, everyone, I apologize if everything is shaky and stuff. I'm doing this guerrilla style. This is a little bit of a first for me because normally when I do a walkie tour at the con, I just walk around and slowly spotlight certain things, and then afterwards I edit it, add music, the whole 9 yards. But I wanted to switch it up this time because this con is a little bit different. And yeah. Oh, and over here at the Heroes Initiative booth, there's the legendary Alan Davis. And Alan Davis was doing some sketches earlier today. I believe Beckerman may have been fortunate enough to pick himself up 1 or 2 sketches. I don't want to blow the roast on that, so make sure these tune into the Comic Viking YouTube channel to find out Michael's recent pickups and stuff. But yeah, there's some more classic books as I'm continuing to walk along here. Howard Mackey is set up there. Again, another name that's connected very well to today's Street Marvel Comics and to the Amazing Spider-Man. Terry Kavanagh is here as well. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Yeah, and one interesting thing that I've noticed that's pretty smart, the banners that they've had over the years, they seem to be hanging them up on all the poles within the con itself. So the one I'm looking at right here is the 40th one, and yeah, I think that may have been last year's con. Just like they're kind of spotlighting the Fantastic Four and some other characters on there, or at least the Fantastic Four's trade dress.
Yeah!
Ladies and gentlemen, Remy Q. Hey, let me see that cool sticker.
Which one?
This one.
Wow.
Look how great that sticker is on this.
Look at this retro Rocket one right here.
My local LCS, Retro Rocket Comics. Remy, you want to tell the people what you got here, my man?
This right here came from the Evil Lair, Mr. Cocaine Joe special. It's got a. That's right. That's
Well, I popped that up over there. Let's zoom in.
spring-loaded blade.
For all the skater fans that's in the house today.
All right.
One more time. Look at that. Remy.
Amazing.
That's cool, man.
Amazing.
You happy
So
with it?
I saw the jersey.
So,
Knew exactly what was going on.
did you wipe on the floor?
Somewhere, yeah.
No. It's good to see you. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Remy Q Studios in the house.
Sorry, I don't know.
No, all good. I'll catch up with you a little bit later, Remy. All right. Just walking around showing everyone in the YouTube world what's going on in Charlotte today. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Remy Q Studios, everyone. So, yeah, we're walking by, and Becky Cloonan, another terrific writer, she's set up here. Fortunately, I did not bring any Becky Cloonan books to get signed. That's okay. That's okay. The autographs I have received today, for those that are curious, I picked up a Scotty Young. Oh, yeah. Speaking of Remy Q Studios, it's his wife, Angel.
Hey, what's up?
Having a good time?
Yes, how about you?
Good. Just walking around showing everyone on YouTube what's going on here in Charlotte. So, yeah.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's a good time. I'll catch up with you later.
Of course.
Okay.
Bye.
So, yeah. People that can drive seem to have shown up with their families. People that have flown, you seem to be here individually. To each your own. I was very much a last minute deal to come, and yeah, it's a good time. So I was saying, the autographs I got a Scotty Young. That was first one I got this morning. The lineup that I went into was his. I got a non-stop Spider-Man issue #1 variant featuring his style, that baby style Spider-Man taking on the Sinister Six. Also picked up Action Comics 1051 the Nakayama variant of Power Girl, that white background, beautiful cover, and he signed that for me. Also got that Shattered Glass Spider-Man Nico Suyen Virgin variant signed and submitted to CGC, and that one's pretty damn cool, I gotta admit. Right now, one of the powerhouse icons of Marvel Comics is signing autographs. Big Jim Shooter. Man, we can thank for Secret Wars. And as we're moving along, Jim Shooter's on my left, as is Deegan Puchfors. I said that right. Puchfors, cover artist. Very cool. But there are some non-comic book stuff here that's pretty cool. Trev the Shipping Guru, I see you, my man. Thanks for swinging by for this. Welcome to Heroes Con. And yeah, again, everyone, I hope my audio and I hope my video is good for this. I'm just connected to the house Wi-Fi, and well, speaking of the evil air. Okay, Joe. Joe, I just went live for a little bit just to show people the sights and sounds of Heroes Con.
Yeah, if you ain't here, where you at?
You having a good
As
time?
the girl says, great time.
Yeah, man. Remy was just here, and he showed his new weapon. His new weapon to everyone. Here's the creator of said weapon. All right, my man. I'll see you a little bit later.
See you in a few.
Yeah, man, Joe.
Hey, if you find beer, let me know.
Yeah. So right behind me now is the David Nakayama and Miko Suyen booth, and Miko Suyen if you wanted to visit both, you basically could walk up to Miko. Nakayama, on the other hand, the lineup is going around the booth and down the alley. So yeah, there's a lot going on here. David Nakayama and Miko Suyen are here at the Unknown Comics booth, and yeah, they're selling their variants, and I believe it's buy two get one free. And if it's a Suyen or a Nakayama, they'll sign them for free. Otherwise, it's $5 straight up. Or if you're getting CGC, I think it's $20 if you're getting a witness. But yeah, there's a lot of classic books here. I have seen an Amazing Fantasy 15. I have seen an Amazing Spider-Man #1. I have yet to see an action one, but I've seen plenty of early X-Men. I've seen multiple ASM 300s. I've seen a special YouTuber today purchase Daredevil #1. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to let it out who it was, because they may want to have the special unboxing or unveiling on their YouTube channel. But yes, there's someone in the circles that are here that picked up a Daredevil #1. Incredible. This is that kind of show, apparently, where there's a lot of wheeling and dealing done, because again, it's just a comic book show. If I were to count the long boxes under this roof, I may blow up the calculator. There's just so many long boxes. There's so many graded books. And speaking of graded books, CGC is here, and apparently you can line up at CGC where they have this little thing going on where they're giving away pins. And the pins are the boxes that have the grades in it, like a 9.8, 9.6, and so on. Or if you're a Taylor Winter, a 6.0, and it's fine. But you can, if you manage to pull out a CGC 10, it's a beautiful pin, and you actually then win a slab. And Cup of Comics will actually won. And so yeah, he again, I don't want to steal his thunder, but he won a book. So make sure you check out Cup of Comics. He may talk about that on his channel, but he won a slab. And let me tell you, this is not some 8.5 or 9.2 or something. It is incredible. It is. From my world, I'm a little jealous. I am a little jealous. The book that they gave away, it was, as Nick would speak, it was great. It's pretty impressive. So let's turn the camera around so you don't have to necessarily look at me. I'll show some of the books. There are some trades here at this particular stand. A book that's pretty popular this weekend because Daniel Warren Johnson here is Murder Falcon. I'm seeing a lot of people with Murder Falcon stuff. The Me You Love in the Dark is here as well. Scotty Young did have a few The Me You Love in the Dark books that he was signing today. Obviously, it was mostly the baby character stuff that he does, but there was a lot of there was some stuff that he wrote that was there. I did see a lot of Strange Academy getting signed, and I know that Strange Academy was one of those Marvel books that everyone seemed to enjoy. Well, he was at the helm for that, as most of you already know. Yeah, Brian, yeah, Couple of Comics won it, and again, I don't want to say what it is. If I run into Will again, I'll see if he'll be willing to show it on my channel. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I gotta admit, the most common slab I'm seeing is ASM 300. It seems to be very plentiful here at this con. Like over here, we have some early Captain America books. Let's see if I can just kind of make my way over here. Apologies, people. It's one of the things about going live. I can't zoom in the way that I would normally. But yeah, there's some early Captain America books. There's an early Marvel comics up there as well. And yeah, that's what's going on here. There's a lot of Golden Age. Now I'm into a little bit of a vendor area. So over here on my left, is Comic Link. One of the most well-known auction houses when it comes to comic books. I think we almost all have one slab in our collection with a Comic Link sticker on the back. And well, this place here really needs no introduction. Hey guys, what's going on back home? Why is everything so slow? CBCS is here in the house. We have another auction house. And yeah, so actually what's interesting here is that Heroes Convention is actually ran by collectors. And they have their own booth set up here as well. This is it. So they do have some prints. They have some books up there. And of course, there's an ASM 300. Because again, this con seems to be pretty heavy Spider-Man. But I mentioned earlier that they had their banners from different years. But here's the banner from 1994. So yeah, Jim. Oh, Brian is saying saw Jim post a photo. Okay, and yeah, like I said, this seems to be a little bit more of the sponsored area. Drawer boxes, how you can store long boxes in just gigantic, well, stands, for lack of a better term. They're situated. I didn't mean to show that guy's ass, so you're gonna have to forgive me, everyone. If you're not gonna laugh at your own jokes, well. Oh, and here's Golden Auctions. Now, Golden, I believe, actually has a new Netflix series, and yeah, pretty cool. Now they do deal with sports cards. That's what comes to my mind when I think of Golden. But they have had some monster books. Speaking of monster books, I think this is the one that's probably the biggest auction house. Yeah. Yeah, just right off the back, they got a Wonder Woman 1. They got some original Wolverine artwork, Avengers, early Cap, Action 1. Incredible. They've had some incredible stuff go through their hands. And over here, it's Dale Roberts Comics. They have a lot of what appears to be Golden and Silver Age. And over here, Reese Rare Comics. And again, there seems to be a lot of Spider-Man here. Now, I know what you're thinking. Chris, that's what you see because you're a Spider-Man fan. You got Spider-Man tattooed on your arm. No, it's prevalent. It seems to be the book that's on most upper shelves is Spider-Man. Now, there is obviously some other stuff, but the Spider-Man books are the one that seem to be popping up the most, at least from what I'm noticing. Over here to my right is a place I've done lots of business with in my time because they're based out of Buffalo. Go Bills. It's Dave and Adams. Now, Dave and Adams is mostly known for sports cards, but they have a lot of big keys over there. I've done some trading in my time. I got to admit, my ASM run 1 to 50, they probably supplied about 15% of those books. My ASM 4, which I believe is the Doctor Doom book, came from them. And the first Sandman, which is ASM 3, also came from there. Low grade, but when it comes to low grade, they're reasonable. Or at least this was pre-COVID, so things might be a little bit different today. But yeah, Brian, doesn't look crowded at all. It's actually well spaced. Now there are a lot of people here, and there are people walking around with lightsabers, but it's not one of these cons where everyone's bouncing off each other. And I am kind of hand talking, but it's just not in the frame. So I'm going to hold my arm out here a little bit so you guys can have a little bit of a better perspective of what's happening. Yeah, this is Eastgate Comics. And Eastgate, when I look at their books, top left, ASM, First Carnage, Avengers, another ASM, FF, Hulk, Iron Fist, Thor, X-Men, Secret Wars 8. We all know what Secret Wars 8 is. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff, a lot of people. I'm walking towards the tail end of this particular walkway. Again, lots of space to walk. There's a lot of people here, but this con is set up properly, in my opinion. There are some people that are that have disabilities, no issues. Now there are not that many strollers. That's a big change for me because a lot of the cons I go to, there's a lot of young families with strollers. I can't remember seeing a single stroller yet. Now I have seen some children, as you saw earlier, there were children, but no strollers, no strollers. So there's also a little bit of a candy booth. Someone selling fudge. I gotta walk away from that. My sweet tooth is gonna start to kick in. But I'm here at Follow Comics now. So if we look at Follow Comics, Follow Comics has some beautiful slabs up there. Again, the most prevalent character this weekend for me today that I've seen so far is Amazing Spider-Man. And they have the Amazing Spider-Man starting with first Lizard, second appearance of the Vulture, and the first Daredevil crossover in ASM. The death of Gwen, and first Romita. Rest in peace, John Romita. And it's the entire top row is the Amazing Spider-Man. Then we have some FF and some more ASM, including the first Rhino. Some good books. Thanks for letting me show stuff, guys. Yeah, that's, again, nice stuff. Over here at Collector Supreme, this place has a little bit more DC. Well, they have Batman up in their trade desk. I know what's going on, but I had to come to America to meet another Canadian kid. Yeah.
The cat is here. North Carolina. Why are you not here? We're here. Canadians are here. Why are you not here?
So yeah, just walking around it, went live, showing some of the sights and sounds. Yeah, just what the cool thing is, like Brian LCS just mentioned, is doesn't seem to be that crowded. There are a lot of people here, but it seems to be set up properly. We're not banging into each other. There's lots of space because I know you've been to Fan Expo. You can't move in Fan Expo, but this place is just different. There doesn't seem to be that many strollers. Yeah.
But it is Friday, so Friday's usually a pretty calm day. But tomorrow, Saturday, that's the big day. That's when it's really packed in, a lot more people coming in. So, but again, a lot more room. This is my second time here, so it's a great place. And if you're not, you got time, come down. Man. Meet everybody.
Chris,
Patrick.
Nice to meet you
Yeah,
finally.
Cats everywhere, man. You never know when a cat pounces.
Hold on. So, people I've been running into. That's not what I'm doing. Do. That's my room key. I'm not giving that away. I'm not giving away a black bag.
Here you go.
Oh yeah. No one wants to see that guy. There you go, my man.
Oh, thank you.
My pleasure. So, if you've ever heard of the show Only Slabs, that guy back there, he shows up on it once in a while. Good meeting you, my man. Catch up with you later.
Here's
Yep.
you there.
So, Big Cat, actual Dracula. Actual Dracula lives in the city of my birth in Toronto. But it's funny, like I just said, I had to come to America to meet the guy. I haven't yet to meet him in Canada. But that's what's happening this weekend. A lot of YouTubers have come from all over the continent for this con. And yeah, let's get back to the comics, shall we? So I'm here at Blizzard Brothers, and this one right off the top, this is not going to be talking about Spider-Man. This is some serious Golden Age books. I have some early action comics. We have some World War II Captain America stuff on the wall. I'm going to turn around, let everyone try and see it. Again, apologies for the glare, everyone. Apologies for my big bald head. But yeah, we have some early Batman. Looks like it's just double-digit Batman, Fun Comics Submariner, and of course, a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1 with a yellow label up there. For all the Ninja Turtle fans out there, it's a hell of a book. It's a hell of a price tag on that book, too. What grade is it? For those that are curious, I'll just stop. We have a 9/2 first print Ninja Turtles signed yellow label. It's a big time book. Big time book. So now the con floor is kind of shaped like a very long L. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to that portion, the other portion of the L. Up here is CGC. Whether you love them or hate them, you got to give some respect to them. Oh, and look, they actually have some flyers, including the comic movie of the year. I have no problem saying that either. All right. Oh, look. If I get it. Oh, there's Spider-Man. It's not a comedy, it's Spider-Man. So yeah, as I'm walking around, so this seems to be a little bit more of the toy and collector, non-comic book collector kind of stuff. Here we have some of those shiny light up prints. Behind me, we have a Lego dealer. Over here, we have the light up logos. Kind of reminiscent of what a CBC award looks like. I went. Yeah, so they have these. Also, we have some Japanese statues. Very cool. Here's my first stroller. I'll walk around it. No issues. No issues. And we have a video game dealer here. So over here we have some masks, some stickers, you know, the card deco kind of stickers. We have some spider people from across the universe. We have another Canadian over here just walking by. Actual Dracula. We have a lightsaber dealer. Lightsaber dealer. The 4-year-old in me is just exploding right now. A lightsaber dealer? Yes. Someone's got themselves a Mace Windu lit up right there. That lightsaber that's lit up is purple. So yeah, this is the flavor of Heroes Con. There is some toys. There is some prints. But it's mostly comic books and comic book creators. Now, over here, something I've never seen before at a con. What you're looking at is an area where people can just go create. People are sketching, people are painting. It's just a lot of people creating stuff here. And I've never seen that before at a con. This is the Drink and Draw art supplies donated by Cheap Joe's. And yeah. It's pretty damn cool. Shop for Comics, my man. I see you. 62 Lefty Blues. I see you. Thanks for joining me here in Charlotte, North Carolina, home of Heroes Con. And yeah, this is pretty cool. For me, I would say this is probably about the size, the hall at least, of the Motor City Comic Con. That's just outside Detroit. So if you made your way to wonderful Detroit and you've seen that hall where that's the home of Motor City Comic Con, this hall is about that size. Now it's set up differently. Like I said, this hall is set up like the letter L, whereas here, or where the Motor City Comic Con is just one big long rectangle. That's a difference. Well, here it is. This is CGC. Because I've been kind of thinking the CGC Island because it really is off by itself. Now, earlier today, they had a corral set up, and there must have been at least 100 to 150 people waiting to get to the CGC Signature Series area to try and get witness autographs. It's really calmed down from now. Over here, you can see two young people standing in line. I believe those people are actually, those two young people are standing in line for those pins, those buttons that CGC is giving away. If you end up getting a pin that's a perfect 10, well, you win the CGC slab. And like I said earlier, Cup of Comics Will won himself one of those slabs by pulling that perfect 10 pin. The pin itself as a 10, it's pretty cool. It's kind of blinged up a little bit. Not like a Super Bowl ring, maybe like a World Series ring. But, so yeah, so right in front of me is Bob McLeod. Bob McLeod is obviously well known for his New Mutant stuff. To me, I also remember him for his Iron Man stuff. Here's Bob McLeod. Across the way over here is Alex Saviuk. And behind me, we have a very cool Poison Ivy and Mr. Freeze.
Welcome to our channel.
What's your channel?
We're not.
Okay. My channel is the Comic Vet. You guys are live right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're just enthusiasts.
Yeah. Oh, you guys look
We love
great.
Charlotte, love Heroes Con.
Yeah. Came down from Toronto for this.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is the best one. It's all the artists. You see
Yeah.
them, you shake their hands, you get commissions. It's awesome.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Well, thank you guys.
Have a good one.
Nice seeing you. So yeah, over here at the tail end of the letter L, they have a little bit of a food court. There is some jewelry and some more action figure dealers. And beside me, we have some other artists. June Brigman, Roy Richardson. They're not names I'm necessarily familiar with myself, but maybe you are. Again, we have some original paint work. Again, apologies about my sloppy guerrilla style video recording here. But this is pretty cool. Billy Tucci is over here. We actually have a classic spinner rack. Those things actually go for a pretty penny if you're trying to find one. If you want to set your home or your man cave or your lady cave or whatever up with a spinner rack, they're not cheap. At least if you want to get one of those 60s or style, 60s or 70s style of one. So over here we have another dealer, and the entire wall is CGC and some Roz. So just a heads up on some of the books that are here. These are a little bit more modern books. I see a lot of Spawn stuff up here. I see the Spawn Batman that recently came out. I see a McFarlane signature, a Greg Capullo signature that's up there. There's a ASM 316 right there for in a 9.2 for $300. That's the Venom over top of Spider-Man cover that's so famous. There's a first Hobgoblin. The first row, the first two rows actually seems to have a lot of love for Todd McFarlane right there. I do see a first Ghost Rider. It's nice to see. That's a big, important book in the history of comic books. Let's be honest. I see a first Rogue, first Gambit, another early ASM as well. Very cool. Very cool. Eric the Red. Thanks for stopping by. J-Man, my man. Heroes Con is in Charlotte, North Carolina. And thanks for stopping by. It's, I'll say it again, it's pretty damn cool. Over here in this area, there does seem to be, again, more non-comic book stuff. The tall portion of the letter L seems to be the artist alley, scattered in amongst all the vendors that are dealing with comic books. This is the obligatory showing of swords. Because, hey, it's not a Comic-Con if you don't have some swords. Let's be honest. let's be honest.
Sure.
So, yeah. And my advice, if you're coming to a large con like this, whether it's Fan Expo Toronto, the crown jewel of the Fan Expo line, the Motor City Comic Con, or Heroes Con, or any of the bigger cons, make sure you have good footwear on, because this is just pure concrete that I've been walking on. And you're going to want to be able to at least enjoy yourself after you're off the con floor, because it's pretty unforgiving. Collecting with Durs, who's literally just on my channel. Now he's in the chat, my man. I appreciate you. Cole, Durs, if you can find Chris and tackle him on the live stream, you may have to give him a little bit more. There's a little bit of a body type difference between Adam and myself. And Durs is all about love, man. That's the wrong guy to ask to try and tackle me. So this here is kind of going up towards the other end of the con. We're going to go for a walk. So if you're still hanging out with me here, I appreciate you. Thank you for your time. This is not the normal time. This is not the normal day that I kind of do lives, but here we are. It's not every day that you find yourself, at an important con like this. So over here, I'm going to spotlight another one of their classic banners. But you can see that one on that pole, Spider-Man and Daredevil. And I believe that's a John Romita Sr. signature on there. So I like the fact that that particular one is close by the door. It's from 1994.
Pattern hands-on workshop, and from 3 to 4 p.m. we got the cosplay masquerade. So from 3 to 4.
This is the booth I want to show you.
Masquerade. So head over there, Greg. Thanks.
This is Detective Comics 41 in a 3.0. The first Robin solo story. They have a lot of original artwork on the wall. And some of the artwork I see here that's original is Adam Strange, some Avengers covers, an Invincible Iron Man cover, Action Comics Marvel, Masters of the Universe, Devil Dinosaur, Commandy, an inside page one of Daredevil called Inside Daredevil, Hawkman, Doctor Strange, the Fantastic Four. But I'm going to show some more classic books. And if you watch my channel, you may have seen this book before.
No, that's good enough. I know. It's good enough. Look at the front.
But hey, it's Amazing Spider-Man in a 2.0. Oh, now here is a classic. classic propaganda cover. This is Superman number 12 in an incredible 8.5. This book is from 1941.
2,395. 2,395. I don't know why.
Incredible. I got lots of love for Superman. This is kind of turning into a little bit of an only slabs, isn't it? So yeah, now we got some little ones starting to show up, all dressed up, having a good time. So where I am right now is literally the mouth of the con. You walk in here, the first thing you see is the Heroes Con backdrop if you want to go get a picture taken. But here is Harley Yee. Harley Yee is one that does before many times. Does have some terrific books there. And yeah, so there's some cosplayers gathering up, trying to get pictures in front of the Heroes Con backdrop. So when I draw on my face, everyone like that, I apologize. Okay, off to see the Flash. Enjoy it, Brian. I hope it is. My man, I see you. Thanks for stopping by. Stephen C., I see you. I'm waiting to see Durs run and jump on Chris. All right. Yo, you may not be able to tackle me, but you could probably jump over me. Like, he's pretty damn slim. So we have a line here. Let's find out what everyone's lining up for. Well, it's Jonathan Hickman.
I'm not gonna ruin the book.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Jonathan Hickman. Jonathan Hickman is well known for his Secret Wars and his incredible X-Men run. I believe that he's leaving X-Men soon. And yeah, Jonathan Hickman signing a hardcover book right here behind the Comic Link booth, which I showed a little earlier. So we're going to go back to where I was, walking along. Yeah, there are a number of people lining up here to get Hickman's autograph. Seeing some X-Men t-shirts, which is cool.
If I remember, it's like 31 on the
Jonathan Hickman.
And
get a present, I don't want
looks like we have a Wheel of Fortune going on over here. Or if you watch Only Slaps, Wheel of Fish. So yeah, again, and turn the camera around. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 long boxes of the Amazing Spider-Man. But if I go closer to the wall, I'm not kidding when I say it's all Amazing Spider-Man. If you are working on an Amazing Spider-Man, let me tell you, you need to be here. Multiple 300s, 50. You know, the classic cover by John Romita Sr. featuring the first appearance of Daredevil. We also have some Mad magazines that's up on the wall there. That's pretty cool. I have seen a few Mad magazines, I gotta be honest. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tylox the Mighty.
I'm starving. I'm gonna go get some food.
I got people in the chat saying, hey, Collecting with Durs tackle the comic vet. I'm like, what? Durs is about love. He's not about tackling me.
I was about to say I'd shoot on him. Like,
I want nothing to do with you, man.
all right, I'll see you later. I'm
All
gonna
right,
go get some
man.
food.
All right, brother. Tylox, everyone. Well. I don't know where these guys are going, but what's up? Justin Birch letters. One half of the terrific.
I was yelling at this guy, and he was walking by earlier. Just ignore me. It's okay.
Really?
That's okay, because I did the same thing to someone else
I got
apparently.
love for you, my man.
So I did the same thing to somebody else yesterday apparently, and didn't realize it. So
All right,
there's too much going on here.
We're gonna
You
have
gotta figure it
a
out.
quick Only Slaps right here, live on the Comic Vet channel. I can do this because hey, I'm one half of the damn show. Holy crap!
And you haven't seen this yet. You haven't seen it yet.
Now I have one, but it ain't nothing like this. Justin,
Look at that.
this is the Amazing Spider-Man
You see the game?
14, the first appearance of the Green Goblin in a beautiful 4.5. You see this? Goodbye, everybody. Here we go.
What just happened?
Good for you.
Thank
Good
you.
for you. And Justin, by the way, also picked up another big important Spider-Man book this weekend.
Yeah, right here.
And that, the first Lizard, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Amazing Spider-Man issue number 6. The first appearance of the Lizard. Now, why is this a 2.0? Because it looks at least a 6 to me. Oh, it has a piece missing. Piece missing on page 1 and 2. Yeah, this is like a 4.0 every
But
day.
it looks good, doesn't it?
It does look good. But you know what? It doesn't matter about the grade.
What is B-dubs?
He's working on an ASM run.
Like,
So make sure that you check out
I think I've
Justin
never
outside the
Birch's
closet?
Instagram page.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, he picked up a very big Spider-Man. You're gonna want to check it out. You're gonna want to check it
show
out.
it here since Rob's not here, so 'cause I know he would.
Well,
Maybe
you
he'd love
you
to see
are
it.
a past
Yeah.
guest. Yeah, we're gonna call it 1.5.
Okay.
That way I don't get Rob's lawyers all over my back.
So I pick up a lot of pirate covers.
Really, really huge.
I finally got this one. I missed it at Lexington. Second highest graded copy, free code horror pirate cover there. I was here and had it. But I want to show this one because I know that it would upset
What's
Rob
that?
that he doesn't
Yeah,
have it.
we're gonna go.
I can't wait to show it to him
What?
and give him the Nana Nana Boo Boos.
Like,
But I got the Schomburg
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
cover there.
We
So
got lots of love for Schomburg. This is Exciting
like,
Comics
when I
issue
see
60.
it,
And a
like, it's
beautiful
still like
6.5,
fast food.
only off-white pages from 1948.
it's like $10 there.
March of 1948. My God. And look how important this cover is, because you have a woman actually being the dominant force on this cover, actually taking on a shark.
Yeah.
And you don't see that kind of thing very often on
This is a triple threat.
you don't see that very often in comic books, especially from this era. That is beautiful, man.
I'm
Beautiful.
gonna crack this joker open as soon as I get home.
You're gonna work on it?
Oh yeah.
Good for you. By the way, in case you don't know, he does do cleaning and pressing services. Just reach out to him on Instagram. What's your Instagram handle?
Comic _chiropractor.
There we go. Make sure you give him a follow. Check him out. It might be something you want to get his hands to clean and press for your books. Thanks for showing
You're
that on the site.
undeceivingly tall.
Yeah.
You're very
He is.
deceiving
He
tall.
is. It shocked me too.
Deceivingly tall. Boys, thanks for showing your
Yeah,
books.
man.
I appreciate it. All right,
If I
catch you
don't see
guys
I'll
later.
catch you tonight.
There we go. DVH, my man. Thanks for stopping by. I see you. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. What's it like to hold an AF-15, Chris? It's like someone you know just hands you the keys to a Ferrari and says, but you can't drive it. That's what it feels like, because it ain't mine. I've held a few AF-15s. I held one yesterday. That was pretty cool. I actually held one here today. I held a Green Label AF-15, and it was a 4.0. And the reason why it's a 4.0 is that it was missing the 2 middle pages. So it has a green label. And the dealer said he actually has a gatefold that goes in there. And he's been thinking about cracking it and resubmitting it if he can get someone with enough talent to make it look like it hasn't been doctored or that the pages work. Hey, good for him if he can manage to pull it off. But at this point in my life, I would take any label, Amazing Fantasy 15. And with that being said, I did see a single page from Amazing Fantasy 15 today with Spider-Man on it, because there are only 4 or 5 pages. Let's be honest, Spider-Man in his debut, Amazing Fantasy 15, and that one single page, which was graded an NG, no grade, they wanted $1,500 for it. $1,500 for a page of the Amazing Fantasy 15. Mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. But enough preaching. Let's get back to the con. So I see some new comments here. Wolverine's Comics, my man. Welcome to Heroes Con. And yeah, that's where I am right now, is some different vendors. We have some Funkos here. We have some trades, some hardcovers, some statues. Wonderful Godzilla statue up there. I am a fan of Godzilla. We have some books in there as well. Over here, we have some awesome statues. I'm going to see if I can get in on these statues because I see Miles. And Miles is the hottest superhero right now in the world, let's be honest. So here we have Miles masked and unmasked. Then we have a Toby Spider-Man beside him, and an Iron Man over there, and a Stormtrooper further down with Harley on a chair, and Storm beside her. And see if I can try and get a little bit closer for everyone. I'm tall, but it's tall. Thanks, my man. The booth that I'm looking at here is the Infinity, or pardon me, we're setting up at the Infinity Toy Comic Collection. Cool. Not every vendor likes their stuff being shown on YouTube, I'll be honest. Hey, I'm a big fan, man. I'm a big fan.
Thank you.
It's not every day I run into Spider-Man on my channel, but here he is in the flesh. My man.
Thank you.
Thanks for keeping New York safe.
Wearing a mask? No.
It's a Mario. Pretty cool day. Pretty cool day. Here we have, there's actually some clothing. And I don't mean clothing as in t-shirts with comic covers and graphics. It looks like it's just original work. Stuff that's been done. So yeah, I'm hoping that you're enjoying this walking tour, at least from my looking at me walking around HeroesCon. Again, like I said, normally I flip the camera around and do it that way, and then upload a video with music in the background and go that way. But I wanted to switch it up for this con. Here I'm walking beside another print poster dealer with an incredible Wonder Woman right there. So here I am at Frank's Cool Stuff. Frank has some interesting books. See some Doctor Who, Negan, Flash, Stranger Things, Return of the Jedi, some magazine-sized, sensational Spider-Man. That's right there. And a bunch of long boxes right beside me. And across the way, we got Dragon Sword. Thank you, my man. And selling statues. It looks like different sized dice, I'm presuming, for role-playing games. And here at Dave's Comics and Toys, we have some serious slabs going on. So to let everyone know, kind of from left to my right, some of the stuff that I see here is first Beta Ray Bill, first Silk, Amazing Fantasy 10, a first Gambit, first Deadpool, first Wolverine cameo, Hulk 180. I don't want to get into that debate. The hottest Silver Surfer in the world right now, the Rainbow Bridge Surfer and Thor cover, an early Flash, Wolverine, some early Detective Comics. It's a pretty cool booth. And over here, strictly on the right, is the whole damn franchise himself. Again, more Amazing Amazing Spider-Man, including multiple covers of Amazing Spider-Man 300. The cover that he has up there is 7.5. He's asking $700 for it, and I'm sure you could haggle that down if you really wanted to. So I'm back towards the MegaCon booth. I was going to do a quick walk down the middle here. Again, we're beside another lightsaber dealer, and there are a lot of people here at this lightsaber here. Now, the irony is not lost on me that there's a Klingon walking towards the lightsaber booth. I don't know what's about to happen, but I may just stick around to see if there's any action going to go down. Like Klingon entering the world of the Jedi and Sith. But there are multiple people rocking their lightsabers and stuff. And it's a wonderful thing. All right. So, anyone, it doesn't look that busy. There's a lot of people here, but again, the floor space seems to be accurately set up. Again, we have people wheeling stuff around. There are some people with disabilities in chairs going around as well, and then now a few strollers that I've seen them. But people are bouncing off each other. Like, I'm looking at DBH, you can understand when I say this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 meters from one side to the other. And for people that are watching, it's probably about 25 feet just in this walkway that goes from the top to the bottom. Now, the side to side, it's a little bit tighter. I would say that's probably about 5 meters or 10 to 12 feet. If you look down this way, again, lots of space for people to walk around. There just doesn't seem to be the one thing that gets on my nerves. That's people stopping in the middle of walkways and talking. Everyone seems to be walking around, and if they need to stop, everyone seems to be just pulled over in front of a booth to talk, not standing in the middle. As you can see, this is where I'm headed right now. Lots of space to walk. Now, if I'm not careful, I'm going to walk on a gigantic pole. And yeah, it's really well set up. It's really well set up. Fan Expo. You can learn something from this. You can learn something from this. Use your floor space properly. But again, everyone, the number one thing I say to people who are coming to cons for the very first time, good footwear. Make sure you wear good footwear, because this concrete that you're walking on is not forgiving. And after being on a con floor for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours, you're going to feel it. If you're an old man like me, you may feel a little bit quicker. Now, hey, I don't know if you've heard of a little show, Only Slabs, but this is my handsome co-host. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Rob's Fat Stacks.
No, in the great wall of mini comics.
How's your con going so far?
We're doing very well.
Doing very well. Doing very well.
We're killing it.
All right, we've had Dustin came on. Dustin and Justin were walking by. Justin showed his first Green Goblin that he just picked up.
That's nice.
His first Lizard that he just picked up. Dustin gave you a little bit of a shout out. He picked up a Golden Age artist that everyone loves.
Schomburg?
A Schomburg cover with a woman in a dominant position overtaking a shark. And that was pre-code, and that was a very nice one. Now, Rob's won for competition, so Rob's about to show something that he's picked up. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look. Scotty Vaughn, my man, I see you. Thanks for stopping by. Let's take a look. Oh, my God. If you're a child of the 70s, this is on your hit list. My God, Rob. Oh, look at this. He's also got DBH. You may appreciate this. Look at this. It's a new the new Teen Titans. Gorgeous. George Perez right here. It's an iconic book. X-Men, very well done. I'm not going to show what I just saw there. But my man, Rob, good for you. Oh, good for you, man. Good for you.
Those are the raw.
Those are the Raws. You always got more. Oh, we were talking about this yesterday, I believe. This is Commandy number 1, the iconic Statue of Liberty cover in a beautiful 9.0 for $100. $100, Rob. Will you do me a favor? Will you read me what's on the right side of that label?
Sir. It says origin and first appearance of Commandy, first appearance of Dr. Kenneth and Ben Boxer, Statue of Liberty cover.
Beautiful. Good for you. Good for you. Oh, now Rob and I talked about this a little while ago. He said, Chris, if I go to HeroesCon, the number 1 book on my list is the first Falcon appearance. Look at this. And a wonderful 8.0. Good for you. Good for you. I recognize that sticker. Oh. So, hold on before you show this. Yesterday, when I ran into Rob, he said, Chris, think. I might be able to pull off the first Silver Age Captain America. Well, he's gone and done it. Good for you.
We're big game hunting.
Wow. And that's this con. Like, let's be honest. I've been talking to everyone out here. This con is all comic books. There's so many slabs. There doesn't seem to be that many modern stuff that's here. I don't mean when I say modern, I mean books, hot books of the moment that have been hot in the last 2 months. I haven't seen a Spider-Man 8. I haven't seen stuff like that.
I saw a booth. The guy had probably more Spider-Man 2099 slabs than I have. Wow. Including, oh my God, had a 9.8 newsstand of Spider-Man 2099 #1 and ASM 365. I couldn't believe it. I've never seen them in my life.
That's this con. This really is a comic book collector's con. And I've heard people talk about this for years now. Digger Jim, Brother John, Mark from Legion of Comics, they talk about this con. And I'm always just like, it's another con. They're right. This is something special. This is something special.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right, guys. Check you later.
Oh, catch me later.
Yeah, I'll tell you later.
Okay. Rob's Fat Stacks of Comics. Jean-Malo, bonjour. Ça va? Très bien. This is it's turning out to be a really good day here. I'm enjoying myself. Seeing a lot of people. Taking in the sights. I'm soon going to need to get something to eat. One thing that I suffer from is when I'm doing something, I'm soon going to forget to eat. I have had a Diet Coke or Diet Pepsi. And yeah, let's see. So we can get back into chat here a little bit. DBH Peck Ortiz, my man. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, only slabs 1.5. I don't want to get sued. But yeah, I enjoy when people show their stuff. Another ASMR run. So those of you, I'm sorry. The chat is really, really small on my cell phone. So when you go live on your on your computer, the chat is very large and dominant on the screen. If you post a live stream, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But when you use StreamYard, you go live on your phone, it's a little bit more compact. Now my vision's okay, but this is really small font. Stephen C, I see you, my man. Yeah, there's going to be, I'm predicting a lot of videos from creators showing their hauls. And you may see stuff as soon as today or tonight from people that have picked up some stuff. As you just saw, Rob had some stuff. And yeah, Two Brothers Comics. You can see Dustin's, he'll probably be showing some of his other stuff that he's picked up. DJ Lynx, I know he's been getting some stuff as well. Yeah, there's a lot of people here who are not afraid to go after big keys. And this is really looking like the con for that type of approach. We have Mario's Comics over here, David Adams. If there's anyone who's watching, if there's a creator that you know that's here that I can do a walk by for, I'll try and get that done for you. So yeah, over here again, David Burns. You can see that first row, Spider-Man. I'm presuming the franchise is hot again, the way that everything is going. Will, so I've been talking about Cup of Comics. Brian LCS has been talking about this man as well. Are you going to be debuting your win on your channel, or what are you going to be doing with it?
Yeah. Well, no, I can show you.
All right. So everyone, I've been talking about the CGC pin redemption or contest they got going on. My man here pulled. It's got some bling to it. It ain't a Super Bowl ring. It might be better than a World Series ring. That thing is sparkly and shiny. So he came up to me this morning. He's like, Chris, you know what's happening at CGC? And I said, no. So he told me how the redemption works.
Okay.
And then he said, this is the book that I won. This is a 9.8 Timeless Variant Heroes copy of Vision, signed by the master Alex Ross. They gave away a 9.8 signed Ross. Now this is the point where you're going to find out if I can run faster than Will. Thanks, my man. I appreciate you showing that on my channel.
Oh,
yeah, that's awesome. And for those that are wondering, it's actually Avengers 43. Yeah, Avengers 43.
Yeah,
Had no idea it was signed until like I saw the signature. Just bypassed the yellow label.
Yeah,
It's like,
getting caught up in the moment to even see the yellow label. I think we've all been there, man. We've
Yeah.
all been there. I'll catch you later.
See you,
Will.
man.
Appreciate you, my man. So yeah, Larry, my man, welcome. Hello from Charlotte, North Carolina. And let's see, Rolando Flores. Hello, I see you. Thanks for stopping by. Did you drink used engine oil with actual Dracula yet? No, I have not. Let's see, where am I right now? I'm in front of Dave Dorman. Dave Dorman specializes in Star Wars and some Battlestar Galactica I can see there. This is Dave Dorman's booth on the top of my head. And yeah. Always often said, if I won the lottery, I'd get plugs. You know what's funny? I've been going longer now without hair than I have with. Is that right? No, not quite yet. I shaved my head when I was about 27, 28 years old. So still on the wrong side of hair. But here I am in front of one of the more popular booths today. That's Scotty Young. At the top of this live stream, I showed a little bit of Scotty Young booth. There has been a line that's formed since then. And Bane just walked by. Bane and Miss Piggy. And Scotty's not here right now, but he does have some trades for sale, some prints. All his prints are $20. And there's a lot of Groot, there's some Rocket, and of course he's got the franchise hanging up there as well. So over here, there's another line. So this is the Heroes Initiative table. And Mike Grell is scheduled to come here next. Mike Grell, who's probably best known for his Green Arrow stuff, the Longbow Hunters, some of the best stuff that DC put out in the 80s. Mike Grell is going to be sitting right there. Right here, this is Randy Everlin, big-time Spider-Man artist, well known for his King, the Clone Saga, some of that stuff that came from the hand of Randy Everlin. It's Tom DeFalco, former editor-in-chief at Marvel. I didn't mind his run, I got to be honest. Pretty good. Now, one thing I kind of get a kick out of when I come to cons are the names of some of the vendors. I enjoy a good pun. I've been known to like a good pun. But here we have Bonafide Comics. Like, a comic is a comic. It doesn't need to be bona fide, but again, see the pun? It's funny to me. Evil, my mind. Mike, thanks for stopping by. Yes, I watched The Princess Bride a long time ago. And YouTube, probably about 3 months ago, but YouTube, it felt like a few years ago. Kind of relate. YouTube is kind of like pro wrestling. That thing, someone may have been gone for 6 months, but you totally forgot about it. It feels like years ago. Yes, I did watch The Princess Bride. Freaky Lou, my man, thanks for stopping by. Louis, you wouldn't believe the amount of Spider-Man stuff that's here. I've been talking about it the entire time. Marvin Wynn, you'll be down tomorrow at the Comicsburg booth. Yeah, I saw the Comicsburg booth. They're over by one of the concessions areas. And yeah. Okay, I'm here again. Here, the other Heroes Initiative booth. They are scattered throughout. And again, this is the one that has Alan Davis. And every time I walk by, there's always a line for this great artist. And he's probably best known for his Excalibur stuff in Captain Britain. There is some original artwork. I can see some people flipping through right now that he's selling. And he's sketching. Let's see if I can try and sneak into what he's doing over here. No promises. 6'1", it's really difficult to be incognito, but the person that's sitting down has gotten an Excalibur 1 signed. And unfortunately, I can't quite see anybody this time. Superman. Interesting choice. Alan Davis to do Superman. Yeah, like I said, Beckerman got himself a couple sketches this morning. They may have already been done beforehand. I don't think there were live sketches he picked up himself. I think there were ones that Alan brought to the show to help support the Hero Initiative. Again, I'm walking by a booth. The entire top row, Spider-Man. We have Amazing Spider-Man top left corner, first appearance of the Hobgoblin. Next to it is the first appearance of Madam Web. Beside it is the first appearance of Black Cat. This is a Spider-Man con. I'm going to say it here. Everyone that's watching, if you hit up other people's channels and they're talking about it, say, hey, was the vet right? Is that a Spider-Man con? And they pay attention to the upper rack, the prominent shelf space. It's all Spider-Man. It's all Spider-Man. You can even go to Legion Comics and say, hey, I heard there's a lot of Marvel dominance at that con. Truth is yes. Truth is yes. This is Spider-Man con. And earlier, the Comicsburg booth was mentioned. On that back wall right there, about 100, 150 feet back there. Comicsburg, like Pittsburgh. Yeah, I get it. That's pretty good. That little burg over there. See, I like a good pun. All right. Let's see. Dope Comics. Have you seen any low-grade Hulk ones? I've seen two, but they weren't low. Now, my idea of a low-grade Hulk would be somewhere between a 1 and a 2.5. The Hulk that I saw was a 4.5, and I think they wanted 15 for it. I think that was the tag that was on it. It was 15. So I don't have a better answer. But when you do see books like that, you do got to stop for a moment and show some appreciation. Talk ASM to me. The book that I've seen the most, that is a Spider-Man book, above and beyond all, is Amazing Spider-Man 300. It's like every booth has multiple copies. Whether it's raw, whether it's graded, they're here, and they're plentiful. And if you don't have one, you may want to come here or next year or later this weekend. Let's see. Evil's kind of on a break with Spider-Man. I get it. I struggle. I'm struggling with Spider-Man too. The current Spider-Man, that is. The classic stuff that's here is all the keys. And the keys seem to be the ones that are dominating the shelf space when it comes to the franchise. ASM 26 didn't. Yeah. Hey, it's time. It's time to give the Amazing Spider-Man over to Jed McKay. All right, let's take a look at this cool booth right here. So again, this booth is a corner booth. They have everything kind of set up on a 90-degree angle. Look at us in the top left corner is the Amazing Spider-Man 3. The first appearance of Sandman, the 7.0. Beside it is a 5.0, Hulk 181. First full appearance of everyone's favorite Canadian at 3,500. And going across the top, we have first Elektra, Surfer versus Thor, Silver Surfer. Is that Silver Surfer 4 or Silver Surfer 6?
Well, no,
I
just meant
Wolverine
I've seen
1,
some other
first Kang, first Avengers, first John Constantine, and a 9.0. Nice book. Nice book. I love Swamp Thing. And second row down, we have a UF4. We got Stacy, the first appearance of Spider-Gwen, as an old Raphael, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one-off. They're saying it's about an 8.0. They're asking 300 for one of the hottest books during COVID. That's my Superman. So yeah, I'm back over here now towards the unknown booth. The unknown booth is housing Nico Soyan and David Nakayama. All right. Right there, signing, that's David Nakayama in the white shirt. And the gentleman right here in the black, sketching, is Nico Soyan. And he just erased everything he was sketching.
Thank you. Thank you, man.
I'd be happy to.
So you want the regular cover or the emergency?
World of Krypton, #1. That was the cover. Recently pulled that out of the DC Walmart pack. By the way, everyone, I'm doing a little something on my YouTube channel. 30 days of opening DC packs from Walmart, calling it DC Days. The next video will drop today, probably around 4 o'clock, which is about an hour and a half from now. And that's all Eastern Standard Time, by the way. What is this Spider-Man collectible I see right here? I'm zooming in right now. Everyone's seeing a very, very large white man move very quick. What is this? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
The Stormbreaker or the Spider-Man?
No, the Spider-Man. Who cares what Stormbreaker?
He's a French.
What's that?
He's French.
Oh, French shaped. Yes, but they also do have a very cool Stormbreaker right here. Thank you very much, ladies. I got love for Spider-Man. Okay. Yeah, Mike, is that what they're called? Chubbies? Chubbies? I'm not sure. Rocking a kilt. Good for you. Good for you. How much on that Swamp Thing? Oh, the John Constantine? That was 300. That was 300. Mark Wade for AS. Yeah. Mark Wade for ASM. Classic Spider-Man is gold. ASM 20. Yeah. Yeah. One thing I do see a lot of in other cons are movie posters. This is the only movie poster place I've seen. However, those movie posters generally are really pushing product for actors and actresses and directors that are at that con. None of that exists here. This is all comic creator based type of celebrity. So if you're looking for Gal Gadot, she won't be here. But if you're looking for Jim Shooter, this is your con. And I would love to sit down with the men and women that run this con and ask them if how much pressure do they receive to actually try and bring Hollywood into this con, and do they actively keep it out on purpose to be known as the biggest con in North America that is strictly comic book based? That's what this is. And as you can see, just everywhere. It's all comics. It's all comics. Those that think the comic book industry is dying, God bless you. But I tell you, the secondary market for comics is not. It's seems to be alive and well. And here we have Amazing Fantasy 15. Ready for this, everyone? It's only $35. Apologies if you thought that was going to be the real Amazing Fantasy 15. Chris, any fans you noticed? Not YouTubers? Doug Hazelwood. I don't remember seeing Doug Hazelwood Any fans? No. Oh, any fans noticed you? Not YouTubers? I'm famous. Don't get me wrong. I'm famous for more than just YouTube, but no. No. I haven't been recognized like that. Oh, I don't know how you feel about clones.
I'll make a list.
Okay. So I'm here at the Comic Connect auction, auction booth, and they have some big books. So I'm gonna try and show these the best I can. If there's a light glare, I apologize.
I'll try to bring you.
That's not working. Or if I just do this.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
There's Amazing Fantasy 15. You have it at 3.5, and it's being sold via Metropolis and asking $65,000 for Amazing Fantasy 15, 3.5. I'm just gonna put my phone down on the cabinet.
Is it up to auction?
Auction.
We have nothing.
So for those that are wondering, there's two Batman number ones here, one in a 1.8. We're asking $225,000, and the Batman number one in a 4.5, $400,000. Or you get an Amazing Fantasy 15 for the low cost of $65,000 and a 3.5. You're a Batman fan, Spider-Man fan, up to you. Wow. The big thing that they're advertising is that they recently sold Action Comics number one for $3.25 million in an incredible 8.5. Action Comics number one in an 8.5, $3.25 million. What would you dream? It's pretty damn impressive. Now over here at the Golden booth, talked about Golden earlier. The books that they have on display are these. Venom 1. Oh, you're giving these away. Okay, so these are giveaways. So they're giving away Silver Surfer 14 in an 8.0. Batman 423, that iconic cover by Todd McFarlane in an 8.0. And the Venom 9.8. The Venom in 9.8 signed by Bags and then 9.8. Terrific. All I have to do is scan the barcode. I will be back. But this is their bling that they brought. They have X-Men number one, and then 9.2. It's been a long time since I've seen this book. Everyone that's watching KBDM, Chris from Retro Rocket Comics, I see you guys. Stick around for a moment. I'm going to show you a book I haven't seen in a little bit.
Were you Sean?
I'm Ash.
Where's Sean?
He's just on the phone over there, actually. He's not going to sign up. What's your name?
Leroy Harper.
I'll tell him you're here.
Okay.
Yeah, 17.
This is the book I'm talking about. It's a Detective Comics 27 in an incredible 6.5. And it's saying cream to aqua pages at Detective Comics 27. For those of you who have ever wondered what's on the right side of that blue label for Detective 27, it says first appearance of Batman, Bruce Wayne, and Commissioner James Jim Gordon. And beside it is another Amazing Fantasy 15 and a solid 4.0. Awesome. Love your show. We're on Netflix. Wow. Some of those auction houses, when they come to stuff like this, they flex the hell out of what they got going on, don't they? Comic Addicts, see you, my man. Thanks for stopping by. Welcome to Heroes Con. Wow, it's been a while since I've seen a Detective Comics 27. I've seen a couple of my life. I don't know if I've ever seen one in that such a good grade. I think that might be number 5 for AF-15s I've seen under this roof today, not including those reprints for $35. $35? Come on. All right, where are we right now? I'm in front of William Stout, Mark Schultz. This side is Mike Henderson. Talks about being creator in Nailbiter. Dead Man Logan. Daredevil. Deadpool versus Old Man Logan. Cool. Okay. Oh, man, I've been going for 90 minutes. All right. If anyone's got questions, I'll take a moment to answer some questions. What's happening here at this con? If you want to know what's the coolest book I've seen, is a certain creator here, what they're charging, that kind of stuff, feel free to let it fly. I'm in front of Jay Lee's booth. Jeff Deckel, again, back to Michael Golden, creator of Spaghetti Webbing. McFarlane's not the creator of Spaghetti Webbing. In fact, he was the third artist to do it. Arthur Adams was the second. Todd McFarlane perfected it, though, let's be honest. Where's the crew at? The people that I saw last night when we went to see The Flash, I haven't necessarily seen them all here today. Now, I don't know if some people are in just different areas of the hall, or if they're in lineups and I'm just not seeing them, or if they're just taking it easy for today, going to save themselves for tomorrow. That part I'm not sure. But if there's someone I recognize, I have been stopping them and having them come on my channel. So Rob's been on here. Let's see, Two Brothers Comics, Justin Birch Letters. Justin Birch, by the way, is the person that does the lettering for Something's Killing the Children, but mostly well known for House of Slaughter stuff. Let's see, Collecting with Durs has been on here. Remy's been on here. Remy's wife, Angel, she was on here, and their children. Let's see. I feel like there's something I'm missing. Evil's Comics. Did you like The Flash? No, not at all. Nope. Nope. I did not like The Flash. I'm not saying that as a Marvel guy. When you see it, you let me know what you thought of it. I think you and I do have similar tastes when it comes to books. It's I didn't enjoy it. Just want to leave it at that for now. Brett Breeding, man who had the hand in ASM 65, the first black suit. Let's see. Now, when I did arrive at the con today, I did walk in with Mark of Legion Comics and his dad, Pops. I did walk in with DJ Lynx, Tyler from Whack Comics. Let's see, who else was a part of that crew that showed up together? Let's see, Beckerman was already on the shop floor. Comic Journey. Comic Journey is here. And if you want to see his face, I think the only way you're going to be able to see his face is by showing up here. He has been pretty good about getting stuff in front of his face when there's a camera around. He did pick up some cool stuff, CJ, so make sure you check out his channel. He may go live late night, and he may show a pretty impressive haul from today. Let's see. Justin Letters, yes, you're right. Justin Birch did do a lot of TC stuff so far. And I actually met Justin Birch's boss, a man that heads up that creative house that does a lot of letter work and other work. He's here with Justin as well. Very nice dude. Let's see. As I'm walking around, I'm walking back towards the Hero the Heroes Con merch booth. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 T-shirts for sale. Not necessarily something that would be my cup of tea. But they do have programs and books and some posters there if you're interested in that kind of thing. Again, I got 14 people watching. I appreciate that, everyone. Do me a favor, hit that like button. Let's see if we can get this kind of going. But I don't know if there's that many other YouTubers that are on the floor right now. What time we got? We're looking at about 10 to 3 Eastern Standard Time. 2:52, I think my phone just said there. And ooh, it's a big Sentinel and a big Arcus toy. Very cool. I know that these are popular in San Diego. And we got some lightsabers. Well, there's a lot of lightsabers here, aren't there? Howard Mack and Terry Kavanaugh are over here on my left. One of the cool books that I saw that I thought was a pretty good deal was Saga #1 for $350. That's an iconic series. I know Saga fans are pretty hardcore in reading that rock space opera. And that book was super hot during COVID. It seems to have cooled down a little bit. But that is a book that I saw, I thought, for an affordable price, kind of out of my realm right now. It's actually here at this booth. Let's take a look. This booth here is one I thought had some pretty cool slabs for some fair prices. And the first one I see right away is the Todd McFarlane autograph. Signed in red. That's pretty cool. I like the fact Todd's not afraid to go around and use different colors. That is the full Todd signature. The book that I talked about that I thought is a little bit of a good deal. It's out of my price at this moment. That's it right there. Saga #1, $350. That blue label. That iconic series from Brian K. Vaughan. If you own a Staples, and right above it we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Ultimate Fallout 4 is the first appearance of Miles Morales. We have a 9.0. 9.0 at $400. A 9.2 at $500. 9.4 at $600. 9.6 at $700, which is a good deal. The 9.8 at $1,800. $1,800 for the first appearance of Miles. If you got $2,000 lying around, come haggle. Pick that book up. Pick that book up. When Miles goes to live action, look out. Look out. That's good. That's going to become a $5,000 book, in my opinion, and a 9.8. And then look out for that 1 in 25. It's going to be gangbusters. If you can find one. That's one book I have not seen here. It's a 1 in 25 Djurjevic variant for Ultimate Fallout 4. First appearance of Miles Morales. Haven't seen it. We have some Spider-Man fans walking by with their kids. I try not to show children on my channel unless they like literally pop into it. However, I do like to show Jedi. And we have some Lego Star Wars right here. We have an X-Wing fighter, $350. X-Wing, $350. We have a Snow Speeder, $400. And look at that top row. Amazing Spider-Man, Avengers, Fantastic Four, Hulk, Surfer, Hawkman, Amazing Spider-Man, the rest of the way. It's true, it's true. Heroes Con. Heroes Convention starring the Amazing Spider-Man. So yeah, if anyone else has questions, let it fly. I'm walking up towards the Rocketeer right now. There's a Rocketeer in the middle of a conversation. That's what the Rocketeer does. He's either flying or he's talking. Let's be honest. Unknown Comics is here, but the thing that they're pushing, oddly enough, are C2E2 and MegaCon show exclusives. You can see that poster there. That's it. Yeah, Mike, there was a $400 Ultimate Fallout 4. Is that the 9.0? That means the 9.0. Solid book. Christopher Retro Comics Ultimate Invasion #1 drops next Wednesday. Got them in today, including a nice shiny foil. Well, you know what to do with one of those books. The show exclusives for MegaCon and C2E2. Looks like it was a lot of Nakayama. A lot of Nakayama. Let's take a look at some of these foils. Is it a Juggernaut? It's a Juggernaut, bitch. Cool. All right. Now at 1 hour and 41 minutes. I think it's about that time. I don't even know what's going on right here. Well, everyone, Comic Army, I appreciate your time. Chris is saying Danny Warren Johnson, who's situated over there, his Incredible Hulk #1 is out next week. Awesome. And the Goblin Queen. Yeah. And some of that Nakayama stuff is incredible. But everyone, thank you for spending some time with me. Third Heroes Con. I hope that you didn't suffer from motion sickness. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you saw something you don't necessarily see every day. And thank you for spending some time with me today, but even in and out of the chat and out of the live stream. I appreciate it. So see you again, Comic Army. Take care.